Pittsburg State. We got head coach Amanda Davey, sophomore Maya Williams, and senior Shelby Lopez. We'll open it up with an opening statement from Coach, and we'll open the floor for questions. Coach.
Well, first I'd like to congratulate Hayes on their win. They played extremely well, and it was a great battle, and I think the fans probably got a pretty good game. And but just definitely congrats to them, and just a lot of respect for the style of basketball that they play, and they have great kids. And but really excited to be a part of this, and just really proud of our players and just the effort that they showed and the grit and determination throughout the whole game.
Any questions for these three?
Coach, your guys' zone gave Fort Hayes a lot of problems. Was it the same zone you guys pretty much played all year, or did you guys change up some things at home?
It's the same zone. Coach Roller does a great job of preparing the girls, and we spent a lot of time on it the last couple of days, really fine-tuning it and tweaking it. I mean, not really tweaking it, but just making sure that we knew the coverages. And they're a hard team to guard because they can really stretch you out into that three-point, a couple feet off the three-point line, and with their height, it maybe makes up for another foot off the three-point line. So with their length, it's just really hard to cover it all, but I thought the girls did a pretty good job throughout the game of trying to cover it.
Coach, in this environment, open up with the run in the first quarter, end it with a buzzer beater. You go to the second half, they were up 59-47, responded to the 10-2 run by your girls. I mean, what did it show you about this team? The loudest arena you guys probably all season long, and every time respond against also one of the most talented athletic teams I've seen.
Yeah, great atmosphere, and that's what when the girls came back in after their run, we just told them, don't you dare give up, and they wouldn't. The girls have done an awesome job all year. Just really proud of them. But yeah, it's very cool to see your players really believe in each other and believe in the program, and I just couldn't really be more proud of them for the way they've responded throughout the whole year, even when we've lost games. And then anytime there's any adversity, they really pull together, and I think that's just what that says about their character as a group and as individuals, and that they care about each other, and they really have invested a lot in our program, and that's what you want your players to do. You want to have them have a lot of ownership, and you want it to matter, and I think that they just displayed a lot about their character in that moment.
Shelby, same to you, your perspective.
This team, we've been young and we definitely had some adversity this year, but it's definitely been obviously a great ride with all these girls, and it's always reassuring as a senior knowing that everyone's laying everything they have on the court every time they step on the court. So that always feels great. This game, just a couple things didn't go our way, and I mean, you can't ask as a senior for any better effort because it was definitely there tonight, and a couple things go different, then maybe we have that win. So I'm so proud of being part of this program, being part of the university, and just getting the chance to play with these group of girls, because it's a really special group, and I'm excited to see where they go throughout the next couple of years.
Is this loss, at the NCAA tournament when we were talking post-game, it's a really emotional moment. Is this loss just as emotional, more or less, because you guys competed so well to the end against top team in the region, number 3 team in the country, and you just know the team, like you said, you're leaving on?
Last game, knowing that it's going to be your last game, and I just don't think that we played to the best of our abilities that last game at the NCAA tournament, so it's really kind of hard to end on that note, but it's not any easier ending today. It's definitely not, but you know what? When we competed the way we did today and we did everything we possibly could have, it's okay to leave the program this way, because you know that it's only going to get better from here on out, and it doesn't sting as bad, I guess, is like you're just really proud of the way everybody played and everyone produced tonight. Everybody had a good game, and so that it feels good to leave on.
Coach, talk about, Tristan's buckets in the fourth. She gets you guys within 2, and she had a 16-point game tonight. Just talk about her as a freshman and how well she's done this year.
Well, that was a big part of what we needed to, make shots, and that really comes down to it because our defense early was really, really good, but we needed to get something started. And so I thought that she went in and really gave us a lift. And then, to go 7 for 11, that is a heck of a day. And then in 18 minutes, no doubt, that's pretty productive. So, and then she even had a couple assists. She drove it really hard, and she's definitely outsized out there. So, but we always talk about it's, the size of the fight is really more about it. And she's just has a great knack for scoring. She has great touch. She has the ability to drive. She has an extremely quick first step. And with that stretch in the 3-point range, you gotta go up to her, and she just has the ability to drive right by them. And so really extremely proud of the way that she, competed today, and she did a great job defensively too. She really did. So I thought that was one of her most complete games, and couldn't be more proud of her. And I know all the girls were too.
Maya, especially first half, you found several lanes inside against Tatiana and Bell. What did you maybe see out there scoring-wise for you?
My role this year has always been to drive and to kick out. That works really well for our offense, and Coach David is always talking about us complementing each other. So, I think that they really had to respect our 3-point shooters, and by them being such great shooters, it really opened up the lane for me. So, them being able to spread out the defense made it a lot easier for me to find my shot on the lane line. So.
Is that fun when you got to go to driving? That kind of kick-started the run you guys had in the first quarter. Got to go on the get, really athletic, strong player. Same on Paige and all, they're tall, strong players.
Yeah, well, I love driving. I love the contact. The more people I can hit driving is the funner for me. So, yeah, I love it. So.
Maya, defensively, you guys were able to hold Leggett to 6 points and force her into 6 turnovers. What kind of went into that to kind of keep her contained?
I think we really just talked about playing team defense. Even though we were in a zone, we still had our principles that translated from man to man, whether it's gap, helping from player flying, having to. And so I think we were really all on the same page as far as communicating and stuff. And I couldn't be more proud of our defensive effort. I think we did a great job tonight. So.
Sydney, Tristan, and Kate got minutes today. So just talk about kind of that taste that they are getting of this national tournament.
I think they have great leadership, and they now they can understand what it's all about, and that this is where you want to give yourself a chance to be at the end of the season. And the MIAA is so tough that you saw tonight that even as the 8 seed. I felt like as a group we competed pretty well, and so I think that they'll understand now how important every single game is in our league, because you just can never take a night off, and it is pretty crazy that when you look at our conference and the wins and losses and those things in this region, it's like we just kind of all have a few losses here and there to each other, and it adds up quicker than you would think. And so I just think that now the girls know what it's about. They kind of know how the process works, the region, how the scoring goes, and all those things to get yourself here. And then it's never over. You never know. You might. Depending on what other teams do and things. So, I think they've learned a lot about the process and just the competition that goes on from day one. When you put them on for that first game, that you've got to be ready to go. You can't let any slip away from you.
Shelby, I know I asked you last time, about that final game, but final game tonight. So has it hit you, or what's going through your mind?
It's hit me, but it's a bittersweet thing. I think I talked about it before senior night. They kind of ask you, like, what are you feeling? It's like your last game on John Lance Arena, and it's similar. It's more sad that the fact like you're never going to step onto the court again in this atmosphere at this competitive nature. But to know that I tried to give it everything I could have. From freshman year all the way through, I tried to be in the gym as much as I could. I tried to get better every day. And so knowing that, I don't have regrets leaving this program, and I hope that I left some sort of mark here. It's bittersweet. That's really all you can say, is because life goes on, but these girls coming up are going to be so great. So I'm just so excited to see where they go, and to know that I got to be a part of, the freshmen's first year, and to be part of Maya's sophomore year. It's all the memories that you make with these girls that is the most important, and those lifelong relationships that you're, building. And I just know that it'll be just as sweet and to be able to come and support them when on their senior night. And so that's just kind of exciting to know that, first of all, that I left everything out there, and then secondly, that all the relationships I've built from my freshman year all the way through my senior year.
drop off in the standard that is Pitt State women's basketball?
Well, the first thing that I think of is great players make great coaches, and that's where you can't call play and go out there and really have anything to do with it. You try to give them a chance to succeed, and that's what, when I look at my play sheet, I'm just trying to help them, and that's what I think. When you have great players, they can contribute. Just like when you look up and down the stat sheet, we had some great contributions all through the year. And so it takes every person from the top to the bottom, every role. And we have one of the greatest managers in the country. It takes every single person to make a program special. And that's what I think of when I think of our season is we had a lot of people, administration, our president, everybody put us in this situation, not just the players, not just me. I have 2 great assistant coaches, have great support all around us, and our fans are amazing. They make women's basketball at Pittsburg State important, and our news people that cover us in the news. It is every single part of it that makes it special about Pittsburg State. And here at Hayes, it's what was cool today. There's a lot of support in the MIAA for women's basketball, and that's what makes the MIAA so special. And so when I think of our first year, I think of a lot of things. And, we'll look back on it, and it's like when kids send you tweets today and yesterday and telling you good luck. It's like Shelby said, it's really about the relationships. And you get to have all those memories and fun times, and we get to live through these kids and have fun through them. And, I was over there getting pumped up as anybody else, because I want them to do so well. And so we live through them. And but no, I hope that they really know how much we care about them, and I think they do, and I appreciate all their commitment and all the administration and